I'll talk about crypto first, since Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, I think twice this week, or maybe it was in the last 2 weeks, has gone out of her way, maybe in an answer to questions, I don't know, but has gone out of her way to telegraph how speculative Bitcoin is, and how it's not environmentally friendly or sustainable, and how it is uh, it helps illicit activity or encourages, and so forth. Um, and I'm not quite sure why she's saying this. All I know is that she doesn't understand the crypto space. And I say this with all due respect. I just don't think it is what she does. She's responding to a movement in price, that I understand, which has been very rapid. Think about it. I think up fivefold. Yeah, up fivefold since the end of the third quarter. That's pretty extreme. So I can understand her saying that. As far as the environment, I encourage you to look up Yassine El-Mandra's white paper on our website, arc-invest.com, and you will find in, I think, the second to the last white paper that he addressed. No, it was a white paper on mining. He addressed this environmental issue. And if you compare uh, the energy use of Bitcoin in particular, compared to the energy it would take to mine gold, Bitcoin is digital gold, it's a fraction of it. And then if you want to think about it a little bit more broadly, because of course the Bitcoin blockchain and other blockchains are going to enable much more rapid settlement of trades and transactions than the traditional financial institution, say 10 minutes as opposed to a week or a few days. Think about the energy consumption of the traditional financial world, and you'll see in that chart what Bitcoin is using in terms of energy right now, which is mostly renewable, by the way, hydroelectric and other renewables, is again fraction. It hardly measures up at all to that. As far as criminal activity, I mean, I'll just reflect on a conversation that I had at a conference with an FBI agent very early on in my understanding or learning about Bitcoin. And he said, "This is the best thing that ever happened to us." What does the FBI do? It's filled with cryptographers who are able to break codes and figure out illicit activity. They have been able to. One of the reasons is that the Bitcoin blockchain is so transparent by IP address. So pattern recognition, cryptography, an interesting way to think about it. And as far as speculative, sure, it's had a very big move recently, and I would say some of the recent buyers might have been influenced by other people and not a real understanding of what is going on here. But as I did say this week, and I saw it in a report or in a headline, I did say and go through Yassine's paper, we can see trillions of dollars in use cases for Bitcoin. And I think the most important thing that we as investors need to do is be very supportive of those who are evolving this ecosystem. And so we at ARC are thinking about ways to help the community in terms of Bitcoin developers to secure the network. It is right now the most secure blockchain technology out there. And so for very high value transaction, think $1 million transaction, It does take 10 minutes, and that seems to be a complaint, and it is a complaint relative to other blockchains that involve smart contracts that are instantaneously settled. But this is the most secure network, and one reason is that 10 minutes. And if the cost is, I don't know, $10, and I'm not quite sure what the cost is, but compared to the cost to transfer $1 million through traditional financial systems, no, there is no comparison. So our confidence in Bitcoin and the Bitcoin blockchain has continued to grow over the years, as I think we've stated very often.